What's up, guys? It's 4th of July, and of course I'm here working. I'm going to be working all day, but tonight I'm probably going to go bomb the bridge on some skateboards and bikes with some friends. But right now I'm going to be working on my DeathKart, my personal one. I'm still waiting on BC Coils to fucking come here for the E36 cart 7 weeks later. It sucks. But I'm going to be getting ready for the event this weekend at OSW, July 8th. It's like OSW After Dark July, I think is what it's called. So I'm going to just go over everything, make sure it's all good, and then I'm going to redo my wiring because it is shit. I set up the wiring before it was a cart, so it got all fucking... It got water in it, all the wires turned green from getting corroded inside, and the relays are like sticking and barely working, so I have to smack them a little bit and make them work. So I'm gonna redo that. I have a Busman, where is it? Use my BMW as a big fucking storage bin. Oh, yep, right here. Yep. Whew. Got this. It's a Busman 15303-4, and it's a relay slash fuse panel. It lets you wire everything however you want it. All I really need is 3, maybe 4 relays. Currently I have 5 relays on my car, but they're not all hooked up. So I'm gonna set it up for 3 or 4 relays, and that'll cover the main, that'll cover fuel, lights, fans. So yeah, 4 of them will do. And then I can set the circuits up however I want, you know, because I can use all that. And it should be pretty sweet, and it's got that waterproof seal around it, and then it's got a cover that goes over the top so it won't get fucked up this time. And gonna use marine grade heat shrink on it, make sure everything's all fucking good this time. I picked this car cover up off eBay the other day for 20 bucks, and I gotta say it's nice. I got one for both carts, but it's got the felt on the inside. Not like it matters for me, and it feels super tough, and it's super dry. It's not like one of those shitty ones that still lets water in. So I should have got one of these a long fucking time ago, but it's all good. Got it now. That's all my wiring harness stuff right now. It would have been fine if there was a roof, but there's not. So you can see basically that guy and that guy and that guy. And this is my fuel. This is currently my fuel relay. Fuel relay used to be, I think this one originally, and I moved it over there, and then, yeah. But, yeah, this is just from when I had to smack it. I just pulled out my pocket knife and gave it a couple whacks, and eventually it got a little rough. But, yeah, it should all be good with the waterproof Busman relay box. So this is a real tedious process, probably just because I don't have the right tools. But to crimp all these guys, and then this is just for the power side of all the relays, and then I need to do the grounds which go to the switch, and I need to do the outlets that go to the outputs that go to the actual electronics that they're powering. But yep, got these like that, and then I'm just gonna hit them with a little solder just to make sure they don't come apart. And then these have these cool little, they're a little waterproof thing, kind of go like that, get pushed in, and they seal that off from the backside, so no more corroded wires. So I'm not filming much because it's pretty redundant and boring, but basically where I'm at, this side is for the fuses. I'm just gonna have 4 fuses on there. This side is for the relays, also gonna have 4 relays. And then these and these are gonna be constant power when I turn the kill switch on, which I use the kill switch as my main power switch on my dash. And then these are going to a little distribution block, which is currently Oh, right here. Go into the little distribution block, which just gives me a little disconnect point. And then from there it goes to whatever accessory it's powering. And then all I have left is to this terminal right here. That terminal right there on each one, boom, 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 is going to, it's going to the switch, and then the other side of the switch will go to the ground, so that between that and the power that's being supplied over here, it will trigger the relay and send power from here through the fuse, through these, and then out here to the accessories. So that'll work. It's coming along nicely. So this part of the process is basically done. They do have these little green plugs without the hole in them, which I need for all of those extra holes to seal it up from the bottom side. But they aren't a huge deal for now. It'll still work. So now I need to mount this in the car. I need to space it up a little bit, you know, so it's not pressing down on the wires. I'll probably just make some little Delrin spacers or something along those lines, just to prop it up a little bit. And then I can get to hooking it up to everything else. And I'm probably going to do stuff somewhat, you know, ghetto / temporary. I ordered marine grade terminals, and they're not here yet. But, you know, I'll probably just loosen those screws and chuck the wire underneath. It'll do the job for now, and it'll save me a little bit of time until I get the right stuff. I just used some scrap Delrin that I had, drilled a hole, and chopped them up. So these are going to be the little spacer stands. They're somewhat uneven, not like it matters, but 2 of them are close, and then the other 2 are almost exactly the same. So it'll be fine. I don't fucking care. They're just spacers, so fuck it. There that guy is all mounted up. I put some riv nuts down there. Use the little spacers so the wires have, oops, pinch this wire a little bit, this guy, but, oh, there you go. Yeah, the wires have plenty of room. Then I'm going to mount this guy, which is a little, you know, positive bus bar. I'll probably throw him right there, maybe like that, toss him right like that, and then all these guys will connect to there. This terminal will connect to the output side of the kill switch that I use for my main power. That guy's right there, you know, just gonna mount him there. And then these guys will come to the switches that are on my dash. Oops. Those guys will come to the switches that are on my dash. And yeah, almost there. Might be taking a break soon to go watch the fireworks though. I didn't realize how bad my wiring actually was, but that right there, oh, focus, fucker. Yeah, that right there was, it was just a little cut in the wire insulator, like the, you know, the coating, and the wire itself just flaked away. You can kind of even see it flaking away with my hand. And then this wire is just bloated. I guess that's how big it's supposed to be, and then it's that big. So let's see if, and poof. Damn. Yeah, that's rough. My car's gonna run so much better. And you can see it's just straight corrosion in there. That's awful. It's because I used a butt connector. I added stuff and changed stuff after building this harness, so it all those butt connectors and shit are bad. Not a good idea. So I got rid of all the extra stuff that was in here. Cleaned it up a little bit. Just zip tied everything in place. Switches are halfway wired up to the ground. Got this guy hooked up to the bus bar. That wire right there is running up to the there's another bus bar for the power for all the engine stuff. That right there, you got starter, fans, fuel, and I need to just extend one wire for the lights. And oh, one cool thing that I do that you guys, I would recommend if you have multiple cars and you do chassis wiring on more than one of them for some fucking reason because you hate yourself that much. I always put the same color wires going to the same functions. So basically, when I jump from the BMW to this, and even on customers' cars, I'll just, use same color wires, and it makes diagnosing it way easier because I can just memorize what's what, and I know off the top of my head that I see one color wire, and I'm like, oh, that's what that is. So, definitely helps. So I'm going to just extend that wire for the lights, and then throw the dash back in, and hook up the wires for the switches, and then test it out. There she is, all put back together. Got a bunch of random holes in my dash now. Still looks kind of messy under there. Can't really see it. But it looks a lot better than before. And I still need to pick up some mini fuses, or micro fuses, or whatever the fuck they're called. Because, who the hell has those? So yeah, just pick up some of those, a couple zip ties. The wiring will be good to go. And then tomorrow I'll be pulling my Corbo seat, which is supposed to be black. And my buddy Corey sold me this Bride Lomax rep. It's got a little tear there. It's not that bad. It's alright. But he sold me that for cheap. Thanks, Corey. And I'll be throwing that in because it's got way bigger side bolsters. And I'm a skinny boy, so the Bride Lomaxes fit me real nice, and this just isn't quite as aggressive of a seat as I'd like. So I'll be doing that tomorrow, but like the video, subscribe, comment, and tell me my dick's small, and send nudes.